Coming up, we'll see the Chargers and the Chiefs, a series that's been all KC lately, having won 12 of their last 14 meetings. It's Week 3 in the National Football League, and it's next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium.
The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Brandon Garden joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his second season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, you see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack.
Herbert
over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Hill on the return. Hill shedding the tackle. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Well, the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdowns.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown! It's complete. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And we knew that this offense was going to try to put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, it's kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years, and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future, you've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft. They feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the ground, it's Eckler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 54 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20+.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And trotting back out onto the field, Travis Kelce. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about it's a game as a receiver.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And he will have the Chiefs' 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. K.J. Hill deep for the Chargers. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The all-pro pass rusher, Joey Bosa, able to make the tackle there. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Harrison Butler for the Chiefs field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first.
And Jared Cook's been doing this for a lot of years, the last 2 in New Orleans. The Chargers turned to him after losing Hunter Henry to New England in free agency, and they made a nice decision.
On first down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down. Herbert throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Not only does he not have it targeted in this game. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Let's go,
baby. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan? On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Herbert now. Going back to Allen, he's got him again.
That's interference. Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Kelly. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boy, a good, strong run there. Some serious perseverance, and it pays off in 6 points.
And, Brandon, you know when it gets deep into the red zone, it often becomes a question of who wants it more. And we got our answer on that one, didn't we? The guy with the ball, he wanted it all.
Point after here coming up. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Mahomes again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
Good play there by Frank Clark. Only 6 sacks in 2020, the fewest since his rookie year of 2015. But don't let that small number fool you. Provides consistent pressure against quarterbacks. A Pro Bowler the last 2 seasons.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever. Here's Herbert. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. Now Hill to return it. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
A good rookie season for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I do believe a lot of people thought that he would be more of a factor in the passing game for KC last year. Remember, he had 55 catches his final season at LSU. Wound up with only 36 as a rookie with the Chiefs. I expect that number to only go up. Remember, he missed a few games down the stretch with injury.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number. And he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
There we go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Good stop.
Harrison Butker on the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Herbert and the Chargers down 10-7, a minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Herbert going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Herbert to throw. He got 29 yards that time. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Throwing, Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on fourth, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
And now here comes Kansas City. And this one all over but the shouting. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Chiefs, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile,